Hi everyone. I have just received a parcel and I figured let me open it here. This is not a huge parcel, but let me share it. Why not? Ooh, this is nice. This is a skirt. Oops, very long skirt. Very wide skirt. Goodness gracious. It just goes on and on. Look at that. On and on and on. And then still a little bit. I think this is going to be a full flare skirt. Let me just see. It's not quite full flare. It's very close. And then I've got this. Oh, it's a very soft fabric. In my head, I thought it was going to be a harder, cottony type fabric. That was a cottony type fabric, cotton, polycotton if you like. This is much softer, which is way better, frankly. For this, it's a shirt. Oh goodness, I don't know if you can actually see it. Let's try and fold it in like that. So it's got these normal little sleeves, rounded neck. What I can see as a problem is the fact that these holes are see-through. And then it's got the ruffles at the bottom, but they are rounded, so it's longer at the back and shorter at the front. But it is a rather long shirt, so it's not a crop top. This, I don't wear things that make my skin show through. I don't care how fashionable it is, it's not something I do. But I'm also very warm. Naturally, very warm. My age doesn't help, I'm quite sure, but I'm naturally a warm, the kind of person who's one of the last to wear sleeves and whatever it is. So layering something underneath a shirt is not something I do in summer. I might just have to give that one to my mom. I don't know. I'll fit it and see how it goes. This I could not resist. I loved these birds on the shirt. However, it's way more golden. I thought this was more a beige brown type of color. That seems a bit shiny golden. It'll look great with a pair of jeans. I think I like that one. I do like the picture. Then I've got, let's get rid of that plastic. Ooh, this is another shirt. This was more of a clothes thing than anything else. Oh, wow. Okay, I like that. We'll get to that. Where's the, oh, the neckline looks like this. Scalloped edges. Very curious. There's no seam, no hem. I don't know how strong that will be. It kind of feels like it's been cut with something that is hot. So this is melted, only very slightly. Don't think it'll scratch. It's not, which means it should stay intact. Okay, the bottoms of the sleeves are also scalloped, and the bottom of the hem is also scalloped. And the shirt has a 3/4 sleeve. On someone else's arm, on my arm it's pretty much a long sleeve. It has dots in the right place to give it some shape. And that's the fabric. I love this. This is a good springtime shirt. And it's neither cold nor hot. Love that. Okay. Fabulous. Now, there isn't much else in here. This is an oopsie. I have one. Let me just stretch out my arm right here to the left. There you go. Does it feel like you're seeing doubles? That is because you are seeing doubles. I have made an oopsie. I have ordered the same set of stamps. My goodness. I do that from time to time. And then I just have to bear with it. I do like these stamps. I don't know what I would do with the second set of this. Now, this is a set of stencils. They're all bird themed. How lovely is that? They are gorgeous, and I like the size of these. They work well in all the Bibles, the bigger ones and the smaller ones. It's the 15 by 15 centimeter stamps, stencils. It's kind of my preferred size. This is gorgeous. This is lovely. I'm going to need to get references to see what colors they should be, because they are rather specific birds. Well, they're all absolutely fabulous, aren't they? That's it. I'm not going to post this video as a Temu haul. I have, I believe it's 4 more parcels coming. They've been bought on the same day. And I do that when I sort of look for those free gift kind of things. So the one is actually just a free gift, which they're sending me. Apparently because I'm a good client. Well, I think so. And then I am getting a couple more because, well, yeah, I've been prepping for workshops and things again, so I've ordered some stuff for the workshops. So I'll put all of those together and I'll make that one big Temu haul. And I'll add this one to that. In any case, that's it for today. One double up, one very nice, and then a couple of clothing items. I hope you enjoyed that, but I'll switch. I'll just add this to the next ones. Cheers, guys. Hi, everyone. I'm continuing with the Temu haul, and what really should have been a parcel that followed shortly on the heels of the previous one has turned out to be a parcel that I waited another week and a half for before it finally arrived. So this one was delayed rather extensively. Also, when it arrived, it had a tear in the packaging, and the gardener here at our complex normally receives these parcels on my behalf because I'll be at work, and he immediately took photos, sweet man that he is, and asked me, should I take this? And I said yes, but you know, there is that slight risk that something may have escaped. But I kind of doubt it. I think that's just a handling issue, because this is a rather large and heavy parcel. These are actually 4 orders that they have combined into one. Well, truthfully, 3 orders and a free gift. And I'm just going to go right ahead and open this with my scissors. And there we go. Okay, so let me move it aside and rather unpack it, pack it here where you can see. Oh, this is again one of those that I did not bother to read the sizes for. I think I need to take that one out. So this is a stencil and way larger than I thought it would be. Way larger. It is the hands that Michelangelo painted. So it's part of the painting where God and Adam reaches towards each other. And actually this is kind of wrong. The wrong way around. Okay, so if you know the painting, then this is God's hand. It should be the one at the top. And this is Adam's hand, the one at the bottom. And what I love about these hands is God's assertive way of reaching, and Adam's sort of limp response, which is speaking. It's really telling of us as humans and our response to God. So God is way more active than Adam is. Now these two should be swapped around. Now fortunately with stenciling, it's not going to matter. I can simply stencil one and then move the stencil and stencil the other. So what is the size on this? I'm sort of wondering to myself. So let me just grab the ruler here. This stencil is 30 centimeters. Probably by 30 centimeters. Yeah, 30 by 30 centimeters. It's humongous. I really have to learn to check sizes. It was bent, but only ever so slightly. And a little bit of heat, not a lot. Don't go put your heat on it for too long. A heat gun on lowest setting, far away, will sort of restore that to what it's supposed to be. Oh, then I have this, and actually there should be 2 of these. Let me get it out of the packaging so you can see properly. It's bread and baked goods in all its formats. So croissant, a French loaf, that's just a normal loaf of bread. That's like a ciabatta, that's a cupcake, a slice of cake. This is like a cinnamon bun, something else, I don't know. There's a macaron, a platted loaf, and so on, and it's really lovely. But there should be 2 of these, and in all honesty, because I made a mistake, I ordered the same thing twice. This one had me rather interested in what it would be. So if this is worth it, I might order more. This is not a sketchbook, it's an art class. An interactive workbook for the aspiring artist. And they have photos of the inside of the book, but you never know until it arrives. Oh yes. So there I see the upside down drawing. That's from drawing with the right side of the brain. Negative space, continuous contour drawing, blind contour. Yes, there's a lot of stuff here that I can already see. Scan this to meet your teacher. There's an interesting one. Let's get started. There's another scan this. My first self-portrait. And they have befores and afters. This is very much like drawing on the right side of the brain. It's very similar. If you're familiar with that very famous drawing book. How to see like an artist. Again, so they've got these QR codes throughout. a little problematic that where you're supposed to be drawing, they've gone and put that. I probably wouldn't draw on this paper in any case. It's not good drawing paper. I might rather stick in a drawing paper in some way or another. The fact that it's spiral bound is going to give you a little bit of scope with that. But you can always take these spirals out and put in larger spirals and bind everything neatly together. So it has potential. With a little bit of work you can do, it has potential. Sighting, angles, and mapping. This is brilliant. Okay, this is the upside down drawing. The idea with the upside down drawing is that you completely nullify the left brain trying to take over and dictate terms to the right brain so that you can only draw what you physically see, which is a right brain activity. So that's the idea there. Negative space means you draw the spaces in between instead of the actual object. So there's another negative space practice. Continuous contour means you don't lift your hand, you just continue drawing. These are brilliant activities, I will say that. And QR codes throughout. Continuous contour face, blind contour. Here's one on perspective. I like the reference photos. Oh yes, brilliant. Yes, okay. The photos are clear. There is no color. That's not a biggie. Okay, there we go. Your value scales. Space to do your value scales. And this is drawn in values. Okay, I like that. So you'd literally test your scale to see, because we see that as very dark. And then when you take your very dark there, you see it's not quite as dark as that. So that's the idea with this. Where's my color wheel? It's a brilliant time to talk about that color wheel. It's right here. You can grab it. And then it isn't, so let me grab someone else's. Okay, so the color wheels have this area. Let me show you. On this side, it has the grayscales. And so you would now literally be able to bring this page here and see where on your grayscale does this fall. And it's a value 4. You would have thought, looking at this, that this was probably a value 2 or 1 or whatever it is. And then it's kind of an eye-opener when you actually start working with your value scales. There's so much to this book. How not to draw a face, how not to draw a nose, how not. Okay, so those are your negatives. Gridding. How to take your reference photo. This is a rather important one. Because if you work with a poor photo, you're not going to have good results. Okay, I'm not going to do the whole thing. This is brilliant. This is actually quite brilliant. It's not new. Here's another upside down drawing. It is not new, but it is a really good compilation of really good activities. Okay, and then towards the end, it's just white pages. Okay, so after page 72, you have a whole bunch of white pages up to page 97. And then some pages about the authors. With the money? Well, I can't remember what I paid for it. I think I paid about 70, 80 bucks for this. I would have loved better quality paper. This is normal printer paper, 80 gram paper. If that. This might be 70 gram. I would have liked better paper. Other than that, quite good. I like that. I like the compilation. Okay, anyways. Oh, these are tiny. These are the palettes that I've been waiting for. There should be 6 of them. For the art class that I'm presenting this Sunday. I was so nipping that this would not be in time. They're tiny, but they are cute. Easy enough to hold. I'm sort of trying different fingers, depending on what I want to do. I like this. If you're going to work bigger and with more complicated paintings, this will not do it. But we're working in a journal on pretty much A5 scale. And this is brilliant for that. Not too shabby. Okay. I've got a whole bunch of stencils coming out here. So, okay, let's start with this one. This is simply dots. Circle, one large circle and then some dots. And I must have felt rather dotty. I like this. I will have to show you how brilliant just plain circles and dots can be, how effective they can be. So we'll get to that one. This I have been waiting for, and it's now a little late for what I wanted to use it for, but not too late for the next project. Okay, so this is a set. Look at that. This is the one I wanted to use. The lighthouse. Well, it's actually got more than one lighthouse. Here's my other lighthouse. I will get another chance for this. And this magnificent sailboat. Old sailboat. Love, love, love that. I'm going to enjoy those in any case. Too late for what I wanted to use it for, but well in time for the next one. So this is something that is so cute. I have actually found this picture on the internet before, and I have journaled this in one of my other Bibles, but much smaller. I mean, like tiny. And I honestly didn't think it was going to be this big, but it doesn't matter because I love this picture. I love this picture of a, I see them as a brother and sister walking in the rain. And it so reminds me of myself and my older brother. Now, we grew up on a farm, and you never found us inside, not even on rainy days. Oh, my mom had her hands full with getting us inside. We were of the generation that didn't come in. And then this one, isn't this lovely? I can see such potential for journaling this one. Love that. Love that. And then I have a set of chickens. Chicken stencils. Love the chickens. Gotta love chickens. Who doesn't? There's the glue part of the packaging that came off. Okay. So here we have a whole roost of chickens. Cute. All different kinds of chickens, it would seem. Okay. And, oh my word, a little chicklet with the rooster. I like this one. Half hatched little egg and the hen. Oh, here's another half hatched one and a hatched one. It says Mama Hen. Oh, look at this one with the garden inside. Love that. And this one has a forest inside it. Oh, there's such potential, isn't it? The variety is fantastic. I'm not great on Easter, so I wouldn't use this as an Easter symbol, but I love the basket for collecting eggs. Oh, my grandmother, they also lived on a farm, and she would, when we went to visit, she would give us baskets and we would collect the eggs. And here's a roosting hen. And there's a cockerel. I can just see this one. with the combs. Oh, we were so scared of some of those. I'll tell you something, a roosting hen as well. They can be vicious. Okay, and this is also for the art course, the art journaling course, the next lesson. So lesson, what is this we're on now? 4, I think. And this is nice. You know, you sort of look at different brushes before you place your order. You don't know what you're going to get. You sort of take a chance, don't you? So you've got your rounds. There are the rounds. I don't see a rigger in this collection, and that's a bit of a pity. But you've got a variety of rounds. You've got a fan brush. Now I've got this one's name. Oh goodness. It'll come back to me in a sec. Okay, you've got your flats, you've got your filberts. That one also seems to be skew. Slightly, not too much. And there are a nice variety of sizes. 2. 12 seems to be the biggest. And 1 seems to be the smallest. So you've got, in your round, you've got 1, 3, 5, 7 and 11. In your flat, you've got a 2, a 6 and a 10. There's only one filbert, which is an 8. And then you've got these 2 that I can't remember the name of, which there's no accounting for that, which is a 4 and a 12. And then your fan brush is a 9. So those are nice sizes. Those are really nice sizes, actually. Well, we'll have to put them to the test to know their true value. But they feel good. They feel good. This is a more tapered round, eh? Okay, anyways, we will be putting them to the test. I don't know whether to put this one to the front or to the back. I'm going to lift it up so it's not affected by the others. Okay, that's for the art lesson. There should be 6 of those. Okay, there should also be 6 of these. And this is for a future journaling class. And I've sort of started gathering things. And this is going to be fantastic. Okay, not fantastically weeded. To be honest with you, I haven't found stencils that's been properly weeded anywhere. It doesn't matter how much I paid for them. I've got some pretty expensive stencils and I've had to weed them myself as well. Okay, so this is nice. This is for your kind of art journaling type of things, and there's a couple of ideas that's coming to mind. I'll just have to put this to the use to show you the value of a crazy stencil like this one. So that's for a future class. There are 3 there. There should be more coming out. Okay, that's another one of those palettes. And some more brushes. Okay, here's another stencil set. My goodness, I keep saying I'm not going to buy any more stencils. And I do. I'm never going to stop. I must just admit that to myself. Okay, so these are musical instruments, and they're really rather gorgeous. Pay attention, you've got your edges and your instruments, your notes. Okay, those are the digital instruments or the digital equipment. Some more digital equipment. I don't know if you can see everything on the screen. Some more traditional instruments. There's another one that's not properly weeded. This one is stuck. I'll have to weed that one with scissors. Look at this harp. Love that. Oh, and what do you call this? A sitar? Is that the English word for it? And then you've got this. And I think I must just keep that one. That might be useful. Even that. Oh, this is... Okay. What I liked about this, when I looked at this, is the fact... Now, I'm going to toss that, man. What am I going to do with that? Honestly. What I liked about this is that it had some odd instruments, some that you don't normally have included in the instrument set. So I thought that was a neat addition. Here's another one of the palettes. I'm going to throw that aside. Another palette and another brush set, and I'm just going to put them aside because you've seen those. Okay, some more paper. It's so Little House on the Prairie, isn't it? Sure, it actually has a waxy feel to it. Very nice. Okay. It's all these rural images. I think they called it Impressionist. Oh, this is Yankovic. Is that the artist's name? This reminds of Yankovic. He's one of my absolute favorites. It's not entirely his style, but it's very similar. These are fantastic. Maybe I should paint these. Improve my painting skills by painting someone else's painting. You don't sell those, you do those for yourself. But that's a brilliant way to improve your painting skills. Oh my goodness, the blues are astounding, beautiful. I'm not sure I would have put 3 birds in this particular picture, but there they are. That's a lovely thing of if you're going to paint this now, you don't have to stick strictly to that. So if I don't like the 3 birds, then I can reduce those. I'll probably only keep one, whichever one. And then this bird, this dog, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that either, but in any case. Okay, this is lovely. You know, there's such depth, such perspective in this. You look at those blue colors there, the faint blues, and the warmer colors here in the front. And that creates that depth. It's the use of color. And then there's this walkway, this little road here, that starts wide here in the front. And it narrows down to nothing there. The fact that it doesn't run out of the picture keeps your eye coming back. That's kind of the route your eye is going to take in this picture. But it stays in the picture. It doesn't leave the picture. That's brilliant. It's brilliant. Okay, so there's a lot to say for these paintings. I like this. The brush technique here. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Oh yes, stunning. Oh look, I love Impressionism. And oh my word, you've just caught the sunshine on the spring day. Just lovely. Okay, stunning. So happy about that. Okay, some stamps. And I've been looking for crows for a little bit now, because there's a particular Bible study that I want to do with the crows. And it's where the crows come to feed Elijah at the Brook Kidron. And I want to journal that. And I've been looking for crows. For that in particular, there are more passages. Maybe I should do a Bible study on crows altogether. But in any case, yes, so I've been looking for crows, and these are rather nice. You've got your swarms of crows. And I don't know if you can see the these actually have a pattern of trees inside them. Curious. Okay. There are 2 of these. And they are actually birthday gifts. But I will open both of them because I do quality control. Okay. So here you have, oh my goodness, the tiniest little dash cam. That's what these are. These are the cables, the mounts. There is a little manual in there. Oh my goodness, it's the tiniest little dash cam, cute little thing. Okay. They're not expensive. But I paid nothing for these. Sort of ish. Because I think they are the same, but I can't be 100% sure because they were two different orders. Yeah, they look to be the same. Yeah, they certainly look to be the same. So, you know, there's buy two, get two free gifts, and then you buy a certain amount after that. That's how I bought these. They're the free gifts. You pay for it. I know you pay for it. I'm not kidding myself about that. Anyways. Now this, I'm very excited about. This is a shower. An electric outdoor shower. My house only has a bath in it. It's a single bedroom, two bedroom, single bathroom complex unit that I'm living in. And my folks are getting on in years, and when they come to visit, they struggle to get in and out of the bath. And I've been sort of thinking about what can I do to make that easier for them. Okay, there's a whole lot of stuff coming out here that I had not expected. Like this scrubby, I didn't expect that. This is what I expected. With a charger. There are booklets. I'm going to put the box aside. So essentially this is a pump which is submerged in the water, and then obviously your shower thingy, the pipe and the shower head comes out, and I suppose this is to mount it against the wall. My word, but is it ugly. I'm sorry, I'm not. Luminous orange, good grief, it's ugly. Well, at least it goes with this one. I'm sorry. This will not be used. Might be used outside, but not in the house. These I find don't work. They don't stick. Stick them with something else. Stick them down with no more nails or something, but I don't find them sticky enough. Okay, so this is rather straightforward. What does the shower head look like? It's very fine. It's very fine. It's maybe too fine. Okay. There I go, unscrewing it. Just arrived. It's a simple plate that can be swapped out. Okay, if I don't put it back properly. Okay. It has a simple stop and, okay, 3 settings here. I don't know how good this is going to be. I will be honest with you, I'm less concerned with this particular bit, because this you can easily swap out. Those are standard settings. So, but in any case, it is there, and you don't have to start by swapping it out. So the submerged pump will indicate temperature to you as well. Well, I hope it works properly, but it should. That's what they say. And then you can put it in the water. Where can I see a picture of it in the water? How to install and use. There it's in the water. It pumps the water, picks the water up from whatever it's in, and then you've got your handheld shower. And so what I was thinking is just put this in the bath. You know, fill the bath with warm water, put it in the bath, and then they can take a shower in the bath when they come to visit, because I know they're finding it difficult, and my folks won't complain. They're not like that. But I know they find them hard, and it bugs me that they don't have anything. So this is more for them than for me, because I love a good bath. And you find that people are one or the other. They either love a shower or they love a bath. A shower is for when you don't have time. Certainly there are days when I think, oh, I wish I had a shower, because I don't have a lot of time. But I have no idea how they fitted all of this in. I'm going to put it aside because I can't fit it back in. Why did I put this book here? I don't know. Okay. Let's go to... Oh, this is ink. Oh, let me first do this, because this is actually... Well, this is what I saw first. Oh, no. It doesn't open. It's in the line of the shower, and that's kind of... I first bought this, and I told you this is actually 4 orders in one. So, you attach this... Where? Yeah, I think this one. Screws into your tap. Probably like that. Okay, there's your seal. And I don't know. I'm going to have to figure this out. But in any case, it'll screw into your tap. And then you have the option of screwing, because now you've got your normal tap on this side, okay? There's your normal tap. No, it'll go like this. This is how it'll screw in. So that screws into your tap. There's your normal tap. And in this side, you will screw a shower head. Okay, well, it's backed up now. You'll screw your shower extension onto this side. And so with this one, you will use the water from the tap. And then I ordered this, and I thought I was so clever for having ordered this. Only to discover my tap does not have a screw-on faucet. So, well, not so clever. So then I had to go in search of something else. If you are now laughing, please feel free to laugh away, because those are the kinds of things I end up doing. One would think at some point you learn to first check and then buy. But no, I assume, and then I buy, and then I turn out to be wrong. So this is that oily ink that I have bought 2 of. I've got a brown and I've got a black. And I'm slowly building up my collection because I love this ink. I love using this ink. And so I think there's a third one in here somewhere, but in any case, I'll come upon it. And this is... so the color that I've got going here is coral red, and this one is... I'm just opening. This one is peach powder. They don't blend like water-soluble inks. Look at that. It's fantastic. I must have paper somewhere here. So that's the color. Peach powder. And this is your coral red. So it's more like a brownish red, but it's lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, anyways, that's that. Okay. Oh, here's the other one. I told you I accidentally bought 2 sets of this baked goods stencil. Well, there they are, the 2 of them. There's something else that I doubled up on as well. Now this, a deluxe charging cable. I wish I could tell you more about this, but this came as a surprise to me. Temu has pop-ups. When they've got all these pop-ups and things that keep popping up, and I get very irritated with those most of the time. And so I just clicked it off, and next thing you know, apparently I'd said yes to receiving a free gift. I didn't pay anything for this. But this was the free gift that I was given. I didn't even notice I was getting a free gift. I don't know why. I don't know what the promotion was. I didn't have to buy anything in order to get the free gift. But it is a fast charging cable. And I think these are C-type cables. I would have to compare them. And it's actually, this is long. What was the length of this one? 3 meters. 3 meters. So, phone accessory. Rose golden. Now, they have USB there. It's not USB, I think it's C to C. C type to C type. I don't know. I'll have to test it, but that's what it looks like. Oh, goodness. Shame. This poor stencil. Well, like I told you, I don't get excited about stuff like this because I know how to fix it. But ideally, you do not want to receive your stencil looking like that. Because honestly, if a stencil is bent like this, you can't use it. This would be a complete waste of money if you wouldn't be able to fix it. Complete. There's nothing you can do with this stencil. This one might be bent beyond recovery. I will have to try that. I'm going to put that one aside because that one might be sent back. Yes, here it is. That's the one that I doubled up on. Here's another one. Now it's not going to be sent back because I wouldn't be bothered. I had accidentally ordered 2 of this. I think it's great. For those of you who are old enough, Fred Astaire, singing in the rain. Fred Astaire, Singing in the Rain. That's the typical. Anyways, yes, me in the rain. 2 more of these, putting them aside. We've seen those. Oh wow, this is a thick. Oh, I know what it is. It's a set of alphabet stencils. I just thought I hadn't bought such a large set, but I have. Look at these. Look at these stencils. They are absolutely gorgeous. All of the roses. And they also have the numbers. So 0, 1, let me just do these. F, E, D. I'm not going to unpack all of them. I just want to show you. Towards the bottom, they've got the numbers. 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Okay. So the numbers and the alphabet. Lovely. Lovely. We'll put them aside. Another set of brushes. Bring it aside. Okay. Paper. I believe this is a set of 100. This I think was 12. And they are 15 inches. No, 15 centimeters, 6 inches. On one of the videos I really got confused with that, but never mind. I'm trying to be better now that I've heard myself getting so confused. Okay, can I just slide this off? Then I would prefer to do that. If not, I'll cut it, but I think I will be able to slide it off. I actually like what I see here. Oh, this is nice paper. It's semi-transparent. Lovely. And this is a booklet. It's an actual booklet. I'm just going to sort of page through it for you. These are flowers. Flowers and butterflies. Oh my goodness, that's really nice. They're thin papers. They're not thick. They're very thin. I'd be surprised if they were 8 grams. 80 grams is normal typing paper, and I think this is going to be 70. I don't think they're going to be 80 grams, but they are lovely. There's the full set, Cape Harbour Foggy Summer, if you want to go look for it, but absolutely fantastic. Okay, there's more of those journaling stencils that I told you. Okay, here we go. There's the third ink pad that I was waiting for, Retro Blue. And Retro Blue, let's bring that one in. Oh, wow. That's like an electric blue. I like that. I am going to buy more of those, you know, a little bit at a time. Not all at once. There's another palette. And then I have this one. Let me just make sure that... Okay, I think the packet is empty now. It seems that way. And so this is the last of the items in the order. It's a Ziploc bag without the zipper. It's not the first time that I've seen that. Okay, here we go. This is a winter coat. You know, the descriptions are really not doing them any favors. Double-breasted, a lovely warm fabric. I don't know what you call this fabric. I should know, but I don't. And it's lined. And yes, this is what I'm talking about. I was hoping, desperately hoping it would be lined. But the description didn't say that it was. So I was kind of thinking to myself, well, you just don't know what you're going to get. Well, look at that. That's your double-breasted. So it has the inside. A double-breasted should have an inside button like that. So that when you fasten it, there you go. This panel doesn't drop out of position. It's got lovely pockets. It's actually not badly made. This that you see here, this is also a must-do. When you put in a lining, you've got to put movement on the lining, so you give it a crease like that. That's the sleeves are lined. I'll show you. So it's fully lined up to the hem. Okay, here's another good sign. If your lining fits like that, it's wrong. The lining must have movement. And that's why often, or sometimes, 50% of the time, lining isn't fastened at the bottom. But if you are going to fasten it, you've got to leave a little bit of extra. So if you know what you're looking at and what you're looking for, then you'll realize this is good. These are good signs. Signs that they actually knew what they were doing. And it is... Oh, I'm just going to hold it up against myself to see where it reaches to. It reaches to my knee. It is long enough to reach to my knee. So, fantastic. I love red, and I like red in winter. I like red in summer as well, but I love red in winter. It brings such warmth to the day. That is it. That is it. Let's put these papers on our sort of end screen. Let's sort of put something pretty there. I am going to call it a day, and I'm going to thank you for indulging with me. Now, there is another parcel that is actually, I thought it would be delivered with this one, and I'm amazed that it hasn't been. because it arrived in South Africa before this one did. So I'm going to hold on before I publish this video and just add that to the video. It's just 4 items. It's not a biggie, but I'll throw that into this video, and then I'm going to call it a day. So for now, I'm going to say cheers. Okay, hi everyone. I am back, and my last little parcel has come. It's a day after the previous one, and it is, as I said, a tiny little one. I did not expect much, and that's why I wanted to throw it all in. Now, there are some exciting things in here, such as these, which I discovered on Temu, and I haven't actually ever seen in person. Okay, so each one individually packed. There are 10, I believe, and it is my favorite blending brushes, but on your finger. Oh, and I think this is going to work marvelously. They do have an opening here, so it can take a slightly larger finger. I'll have to test this, but that feels good. Actually feels quite good. So I'm rather excited about these. And I'm excited about putting them to the test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, I'm right, 10. I'm just going to put them back in the packaging for now. So that's the one thing. Okay. Then I have this. Okay, so this die for cutting, I specifically got to do specimen cards with. So you're going to cut this out. That will be a window, that will be a window, and then it will fold over here on that line, and there will be 2 little holes that you can run a string through, or a piece of ribbon, or whatever it is. And I'm kind of excited to see what we can do with these. So that's just a little die. A sticker sheet with these little blank faces. A tiny crown. Oh, there's a tiny crown, and there's an even smaller one. Here's a little crown. Here's a little crown. So 4 crowns and 1, 2, 3, 4 ribbons. And very cute. Very, very cute. Shall I take it out of the packaging? Just to make sure that you can actually see it, because I know it's a bit of a... Well, I never switched on a... Ooh, it might even be more shiny. Like that. In any case, that's it. And then the last item in the package is just a new set, a brand new set of these blending brushes. And this is simply because I saw that mine was getting a little bit, because I keep blending in the same direction, I don't know why, I just do, the hairs are starting to sort of pull towards that direction. The hairs of or the bristles of the brush, I suppose. And I figured, let me not get aggravated with myself when the brush finally gets in and I don't have a backup at hand, and I want to finish a project and I don't have anything to finish it with. And that's what I sort of thought, let me be proactive and get a brand new set. And I'll keep these sort of aside until I'm ready to use them. Maybe replace them one at a time as need be. But in any case, yes, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 again. And as you can see, pretty much covering all the colors you will be using in your inks. And that's it. That's the last of the Temu haul. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm going to say to you, bless you, and I will see you in the projects when we actually put these to use. So until then, cheers guys.